This is the High School Crossfire. Welcome back.
Resolved. My name is Naomi Gift, St.Noa Mawaggali Secondary School, and I'm the fourth speaker of negative, on the negative side. Our dear panel, our resolution today states that the technology has stifled creativity among the youths. And as we team negatives, we are saying that no, it has not stifled creativity among youths. Nor it has just enhanced creativity among us as we youths. First and foremost, I'm going to first ask my dear fourth speaker from the affirmative side. Is being motivated and inspired coping?
Beg your pardon?
Is being motivated and inspired coping?
No.
Thank you. Dear panel, take note of that. Which box are you talking about? Because your speaker came here and told us box.
Okay, when we say that you think inside the box, meaning that you depend on what
Thank
see
you.
other people do, not what you could have done.
Do you
or make
believe
something.
that technology is limitless?
It is limited?
Thank you. Can you live without your phone?
This current generation, I can't.
Thank you.
Because I'm
Our dear
dependent.
panel, another question please, and you sit down. Do you know why youths are cyberbullied? Because your speaker talked about cyberbullying.
Because they are trying to express themselves as you
Thank
said.
you. This is the last question, and please you said. Did technology start in 1990?
No, we looked at the rise.
Okay.
Decline.
Is it the same time it was introduced in Uganda?
We
Thank
said
you. You can
rise.
take up your seat. Our dear panel, as we team negators, we are saying technology has not stifled creativity among the youths. Dear judges, I asked my fourth speaker from the affirmative side, is being motivated and inspired coping? And he told me, no. Our dear judges, we do find motivating speeches and inspiring speeches, and we do get these successful businessmen on the social media, whereby social media is under internet and internet is under technology, our dear panel. And we as youths are inspired and we are motivated with our original ideas. And then we come up with our own ideas, but being inspired. Let me give you an example. I'm giving an example of Elon Musk. Elon Musk is this guy who is very successful. Our dear panel, he inspires youths, but the youths do not steal ideas from him. No, he just inspires them. Our dear panel, we as the team negatives, we are saying technology has not stifled at all creativity among our youth, because we are saying negative thinking. If you personally you negatively think and you are always negative, obviously you're going nowhere. You have to be positive, and that's when you'll have a future, and that's when you will improve on your creativity. Our dear panel, we are saying that technology and creativity are working hand in hand. Without creativity, without technology, creativity is nowhere. Our dear judges, let's look at the olden days. Our dear forefathers, we used to do things, create things that are cheap. But right now, people create things that are really unique and are classic, because they do use technology hand in hand. Thank you.
When I give you an idea, it is my idea, not yours. Yes or no?
No.
It is not mine, it is yours. Okay. Long ago, before modern technology had risen, was there a rise in creativity? Yes or no?
Pardon?
Long ago, before the rise of modern technology, or before we see this modern technology being introduced, was there a rise in creativity? Yes or no?
It was less.
But it was there. Do you agree with the statistics according to statista.com that creativity in youth has declined since 1990? Yes or no? You don't agree because you don't know. Did your current speakers present ratios of negativity in youth today? Yes or no?
Pardon?
Did they present ratios or percentages of negativity in youth today? Yes or no?
No.
They didn't, and you're presenting. Can you generate creative ideas when you're relaxing, as you said?
Yes.
Or you generate when you're relaxing, when you're on TikTok. Do you prefer a creative mind to a dependent mind? Yes or no?
Pardon?
Do you prefer creative mind to a dependent mind? Yes or no?
I prefer both.
Oh, you prefer also dependent minds. But my question was, do you prefer one of them? Do you prefer something new and original to something duplicate? Yes or no?
Pardon?
Do you prefer something new to some and original to something duplicate? Yes or no? Okay. Are you
No.
aware that you don't? Are you aware that ideas generated by technological systems are no longer creative but have been put in place? That is not your creative project or idea. Yes or no?
No.
Wait, they are not. Do you believe that people of long ago were creative even without modern technology? Yes or no?
No.
You don't. Yet you said they were creative in the first place. Okay, you may sit. Dear panel, we have heard from the speaker. She told us that when I give her an idea, it becomes hers, that it is not mine. Yet we all know that when I give you an idea, it is my idea. Therefore, me giving you ideas does not make you creative. Dear panel, she said that long ago, modern technology or long ago creativity was there but less. Then again, in the same question, she said that like these people of long ago are not creative. Dear panel, that brings a contradiction to her speech. Dear panel, I asked her if she agrees with the statistics according to her sister that creativity in youth has declined since 1919. Dear panel, she said no. Yet her current speakers have been debating about these statistics of the declined creativity in youth since 1990. Therefore, that brings down the debate of arguing against the declined creativity in the youth. Dear panel, I still asked her that did they present ratios of negativity in youth today? Dear panel, we cannot depend on a debate that is of hearsay. I heard that there is negativity in youth. What is the statistics? What are the statistics? Therefore, we as Team Affirmative have presented statistics of dependency on technology. And dear panel, we have been saying that these people have been dependent. And yes, as the Team Negative say that like you cannot it needs people to relax. We all know that if I am relaxing, if at all I'm on TikTok, if at all maybe I'm doing something else, I'm not generating creative ideas. But what I'm doing, I'm just zeroing down to what has been happening. Carries my case.
I want to thank the two sides for at least, because one thing about debates is learning and having that critical thinking about us all together. I want to thank all the both teams for presenting what they have presented and at least highlighting what are the do's and the cons when it comes to technology. Our motion today was all about how has technology shifted the creativity among the youths. It is of this that both sides have to balance and see in which side we fall in terms of creating the intellectual thinking and the other side coming with a balanced kind of a thinking. Now, I want to credit my third affirmer. I want to credit the third affirmer, the second negator, first affirmer too, and fourth affirmer. Why I'm saying so? The fourth, let me go straight to the fourth speakers. The fourth negator came here and talked of Elon Musk. He mentioned Elon Musk, that he inspires people and they see what he does and stuff. But my question is, Twitter space has a lot of users. That's why someone told you in the affirmative side that, do you know the owners of this benefit more than who? The users. Listen, in every kind of a situation, even a 1% is left in chance. At times we weigh and see, even if a 1% living in chance, we cannot leave that unturned. Elon Musk, yes, he bought Twitter. It's okay. Does he know what happens in Twitter? All these apps, I can name them: YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all of them I'm in personally. My example, I joined all of them. Do you know sometimes it's a copy and paste kind of a thing? When they tell you, you tap here for an original sound, you find there was an initial creative thinker that made that sound. So you find like 75,000 people are lying down in the same sound. So to me, it's of those two grounds where the farmers came and stick on the originality part of it, came and told you the dependency on modern technology. I've termed a cell phone as a pocket brain, where somebody, if today I want to ask something, I just have to go and pick my phone. I cannot think as the first instance. It's of this that me, I see the strategy part of the farmers has my day. It's of this, Team Affirmative has 70, and Team Negators have 69%. Thank you.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, I want to begin appreciating both teams, Team Affirmative and Team Negative. It was a very good point of argument, very good submissions. To begin with, I appreciate the fact that both teams were able to identify the specific resources before them. Ladies and gentlemen, the importance of understanding the specific type of resolution that is before you is because it gives you the audacity and it gives you the responsibility of now knowing what are the demands of every type of resolution that is before you. Case in point, according to this debate, this was a value resolution, which I credit to both Team Affirmative and Team Negative, that both teams were able to identify that it was a value resolution. Now, it being a value resolution, this is a resolution that is, at the end of the day, we are looking at the expense of something, or we are looking at the impact of something at the expense of another. So now, Team Affirmative was arguing that actually technology has escalated the levels of a decline in creativity. And of which I credit Team Negative that yes, now Team Negative was able to identify that, okay, if we as Team Negative, we are not saying technology is the cause, so what are the causes? Which Team Negative came, they brought lack of knowledge, lack of self-confidence, and all that. Expression and all that. But now, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, in a value debate, for example, now in today's resolution, Team Negative, I like the fact that yes, you came up and you gave them the advantages of technology, meaning technology is not the major cause. But now, if technology is not the cause and you brought in the issue of lack of knowledge, now, what is the expense of the lack of knowledge, the lack of self-control, the lack of self-confidence, the issue of reduction in creativity? Yes, I credit you that you are able to talk about the advantages of technology, meaning it is not the major cause. But now if you have given me an alternatives, or if you have given me other alternatives, now go ahead and draw a causal link of the contribution of those alternatives to the point of argument, which is a reduction in creativity. So for the marks, ladies and gentlemen, for style, I gave both teams 12%. For content, I give Team Affirmative 28, I give Team Negative 32%, because they brought more evidence, they brought more statistics, they were able even to redefine, because by virtue that Team Affirmative failed to give the source of information for their definition. But now the gist of it now came on the strategy. Who has been able to prove their alternative beyond reasonable doubt through the cases, illustrations, precedent, statistics, evidence, and drawing a causal link to the same. So for the strategy, I give Team Affirmative 36%, I give Team Negative 27%. In totality, Team Affirmative gets 76% from me, and Team Negative gets 71%. I thank you so much.
Thank you. So, for me, I would like to clarify some things. We told you as you're speaking there, do not tell lies. Affirmative. Uganda's IQ level is 89. The country with the lowest IQ has 50. Sorry, Uganda's IQ level is 84. The country with the lowest IQ level has 59. Uganda is not the country that is 5th in lowest IQ levels, but it is 5th in countries with the best IQs in Africa. So I just wanted to clarify that. Then the other thing that I coached all of you was on language style. All of you used a lot of slang, things like stuff, things like guys. You're speaking to us in a more diplomatic way. So respect us and respect everyone. Now, Team Negative, I will begin with you. You came with a good strategy. You told us that no, technology is not the leading cause of low creativity. However, there are other causes. You gave us self-doubt, limited resources, and they made sense to me. However, the biggest problem I had with you was that there was no causal link between the information you were giving us to your arguments. You gave us a lot of information, like the previous judge said. I credit you in content. You had sources of information. You gave us a lot of information. But personally, I kept on asking myself, why have you given me this information? For example, you told us 18 to 24 years old people use and own smartphones. And you left it there. So what does that mean? How is that even connected to what we are talking about? And you left it to Team Affirmative to come up and tell you, hey, we are giving you our pointers. What? Over-dependence on social media. And you just told them 18 to 24 years old people in Uganda own phones. So Team Affirmative is actually now starting to use what? Your information to their benefit. They came up and told you, you just told us that most of the population of the youth have smartphones and spend most of the time on smartphones. So there is no pressure. They actually have a lot of time that is just being killed by technology. If you had personally at the start, when you started giving your definition of technology, which should have been your best strategy, if you had based on machines rather than things like social media that are actually favoring Team Affirmative, I feel like you would have had a better strategy. Anyway, moving on to the marks. I gave both of you 15 since you used a lot of slang and all that for style. Strategy, I differed. I gave Team Affirmative 28 and I gave you 25 Team Negative. Content, I gave all of you 25, totaling up to 68 for Team Affirmative and 65 for Team Negative. And it is by this that Team Affirmative takes the day.